Good morning, kids. My name is Doris. This is Lucille.
Hello!
We are your lunch ladies.
Coming to you from your local lunchroom.
But we have a very special announcement today.
It's kind of sad news, actually, for all you milk drinkers out there. The milk truck that brings our milk to school every morning, it was in an accident on the interstate. So it's not going to make it today.
And the worst part is it hit the cereal truck, and so now there's Cheerios and milk all over the interstate.
So if you're between exits 13 and 15, you can get your breakfast right on the interstate.
But we don't have any milk today, so I think we're gonna have to make a substitute.
Good news, we got coconuts.
Ooh, okay. But how does that help our milk situation?
Well, coconuts have milk inside of them.
What?
Yeah. So, two things. They actually have water and milk inside of them. If you listen, you can hear the water inside. But then when you cut it open, the meat, you can get milk from the meat. So we can drink from our coconuts today.
Huh. Well, not everyone really loves coconuts, so I think some people might not be happy. But I love coconuts.
Well, I like coconut, and you know what? It was provided for us today. So when we're out of milk, we have this.
That's true. That reminds me of a Bible story of when the people in the wilderness, they needed water and Moses hit the rock.
That's right, Moses. Why don't we read in our Bible and find out about that story?
This is Exodus 17. It says, all the congregation of the people of Israel moved on from the wilderness of Sin by stages and camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. Therefore the people quarreled with Moses and said, give us water to drink. And Moses said to them, why do you quarrel with me? Why do you test the Lord? But the people thirsted there for water, and the people grumbled against Moses and said, why did you bring us out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our livestock with thirst? So Moses cried to the Lord, what shall I do with this people? They are almost ready to stone me. And the Lord said to Moses, pass on before the people, taking with you some of the elders of Israel, and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. Behold, I will stand before you there on the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water shall come out of it, and the people will drink. And Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah because of the quarreling of the people of Israel, and because they tested the Lord by saying, is the Lord among us or not?
God had just delivered his people, the Israelites, from slavery, and he had taken them from there and was trying to take them home, but they had to wander through the wilderness to get there. In the wilderness, there was nothing to drink, and they got very, very thirsty, and so they were grumbling and complaining. Now, God didn't take a coconut to give them water. God had Moses strike a rock, and that rock gushed forth with water, and there was plenty of water for the Israelites. God provided the water that they needed.
The sad part of that story is that the people had forgotten what God had done. God had just done these miraculous things to bring them out of slavery in Egypt. He had sent the plagues, he had changed Pharaoh's heart, he had parted the Red Sea, and now the people are here in the wilderness and grumbling and complaining and cranky because they don't have water to drink. They forgot that God was their provider. Sometimes we get grumbly and cranky too, but it's important to remember all that God has done for us, that God has even provided for us. And when we count our blessings, when we think of all those reasons to be thankful, then we too can remember that God is also our provider.
God provides for us, and not only does he provide for us, he provides abundantly for us. Just like he gave them more water than they would need, he provides abundantly for us too. We just need to remember that and be thankful for all that God provides for us.
Well, we hope that you enjoy your lunch today and enjoy the coconut milk.
See you in the lunch line.